What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another rebuild on Madden 21, this time of the New York Giants. Of course, a team that, we'll just say it, is just not going to do well. Daniel Jones has looked pretty ropey, and of course, the loss of Saquon basically already bundles the thing up. I know there's Giants fans. Some of you are probably like, yeah, he's off his rocker. And then there's other you guys thinking, Trevor, you know? The real question is, would you take Trevor at 1? I think you do. I think you pull a Cardinals and say, Rosen, maybe not the best choice. Kyler Murray, we think, is the guy. I know it's going to look bad on us, but screw it. Daniel Jones, high second-round pick. We made a bad choice, simply put. I mean, can Daniel Jones get there? Maybe. But I don't feel like his ceiling is super high. Maybe in this rebuild it will be, but it depends on what pick this team is going to get. We're going to lose the first 2 games as well. I don't know if we're going to do that for every rebuild, but we'll see. Of course, this team on paper, it's not a bad-looking roster at all. I mean, they added Freeman, so the ground game should at least be somewhat usable. And, of course, they've got some decent receiving threats on paper. Can they put it together? Can Daniel Jones actually hit the target? We'll find out. Defensively, I moved Logan Ryan back to corner. I don't know if McKinney is just too young to start, but I mean, on paper, this team would be 10 times better with Logan at corner. I know he's on the slower side. Maybe that's the reason why, but I'm going to put him at number 2 corner, see what happens. D-line looks good. Linebackers, probably the worst linebacking group in the league. I don't know if maybe Philadelphia, perhaps. But yeah, this is a bad. I mean, if this was a 4-3 linebacker group, this would be bad. But this is a 3-4, you know? Bit of a yikes there. Safeties, not terrible. There's a lot to like here, and then some to dislike. You got the left side of the line pretty much set. Zeitler, I don't know how long he's going to stay. Lemino is going to be the starting center, as we release Pulley, because he's not much better, and he's way more expensive. And then Fleming is the starting tackle over Soler. I don't know if they just have no faith in Soler, but that contract did not work out for him at all. They didn't get the result they wanted out of him. And speaking of results, let's get this video super high on the YouTube recommended results by liking and subscribing and leaving a comment with how much of a sellout I am. Please don't leave that comment, but what rebuild would you guys like to see next? And yeah, I think, I know he doesn't think, he's stupid. I will be doing a stream. I'm not going to be doing a rebuild stream tonight, unless you guys really want it. We're going to be doing a stream on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, probably Washington franchise, and then Fall Guys or GTA or something of that nature. I know a lot of people have been asking about Among Us, and maybe I play it. I don't know, dude. I'm a super, battle pass cheeser type of person. I need a reward. GTA, even though I don't play it much, I get money for playing modes, and I can buy cars with them. Among Us is, it's just fun. And I don't know, I'm not really a person that likes to consume fun. Enough of this. Let's get on to the actual reason you're here. Hey, Lorenzo Carter, one of the younger guys with a bit of potential for how fast he is, gets this star development with 20,000 XP. That is massive. Basically, the dialogue for if I was in a porno and I whipped out the monster. 4 upgrades. Does he need a contract this year? Well, he doesn't, so we might as well just do the upgrades. Okay, so, pass rusher looks like it might be fine here in New York. Well, maybe not the whole situation, but obviously a massive upgrade for that left side of the line. Yeah, pretty good, right? For a 24-year-old, not bad at all. All right, we have a few re-signings, Dalvin Tomlinson, Leonard Williams. So I think Dalvin makes more sense than Leonard at this point. So let's go for a 4-year with Dalvin. You're getting the same offer pretty much with Dalvin for Leonard, except Dalvin's a 4-year. But do you also go for Leonard Williams? Not the easiest, but also not the hardest position. You have B.J. Hill you could rock with. I don't know if we're actually at the deadline. Maybe trade Leonard off? We trade Leonard Williams off to the Bengals for a 3rd-round pick. The real question is, do you pay Logan Ryan? I think you wait. And then if it's worth it, I'll probably go for the 1-year deal. Adrian Colbert is normal now. Did they finally upgrade him? Well, downgrade him, I suppose. As far as re-signings go, these guys are all, players you would expect. Well, maybe Graham Gano. These are players you would expect to just not play for a team like the Giants. These guys are at the end of their careers. Maybe they didn't get any offers from anyone else. I don't know. All right, headed to the playoffs. How was the first year without Saquon in years gone? It's gone pretty badly. 4-11-1. At first, I was like, uh-oh. You know, you could see these 2 wins here. I was like, oh, no. Please tell me New York's going to play poorly. I mean, if this team has pick number 1, there's no doubt they're getting Trevor Lawrence, right? There's just no chance they're not. And they're not even close to number 1 because of that one tie. Take away that draw, and they're probably pick 2. The Rams maybe go for Trevor over Jared Goff. I mean, that's a tough one. I think you probably do, even with that contract. I don't know. Daniel Jones, though, do we try to trade up to 2 and get... I don't know. What do we do here? I just don't think, outside of maybe Micah Kaiser, there's really a guy that is going to make as much of an impact as a pure quarterback would. Really good pick numbers for the team. Sack totals were terrible. I think Micah Kaiser's our guy if he's there. And if he's not, I guess we're trading down. I don't know. Maybe go for another tackle. As far as awards go, I don't know if we would have had any. Oh, we had Defensive Rookie of the Year with McKinney. Maybe he'll go to Superstar. That'd be kind of clutch. But yeah, no, not really a good season at all. Considering we didn't even get pick 1 from a 4-11-1 season. Just a super unproductive season. Cowboys versus the Ravens in the bowl. The winner of this one is the Cowboys by 1. What a game there. Any dev ups at all? I'm trying to think other than defensively. I don't think so. Daniel Jones is a 76 overall. That's, I mean, it is what it is there. Defensively, McKinney is Superstar. Wow, that's a really good start to the season or to his career, I suppose. BJ Hill playing the new right end role. We need linebackers. Simply put, we just need linebackers desperately. I don't know. This draft's going to be interesting for us. I don't know. See what Logan Ryan wants and how slow is he? He's just not worth it. He's just simply not worth it. Hell, I don't think any of these guys are really worth it. All right, can there be anyone that the Giants sign in free agency that could be maybe like a cornerstone piece? Of course, Saquon is back, so that's nice. Trent Williams would be a nice signing, but I don't know if he would want to join this team. Desmond King. We're going to go for Desmond King. Keanu Neal just can't do that. Desmond King to play corner. This team has kind of been lacking a good corner for, I can't even tell you how many years. It's been a long time. Maybe Corey Webster was like the last like true super talented guy. Takaris. Of course, somehow Leonard Williams is a free agent. Cool. Like, the Bengals need so much defensive line help. It's crazy. All right, we do not get Desmond King. I don't know how much you have to offer this guy. We get Andrew Billings, which is going to be interesting for BJ Hill. I don't know how much you have to offer Desmond King to get him. I just do not. Like, our cornerback situation is desperate now. Like, look at this. I guess Jimmy. All right, the Giants get Nick Mullins, Barnes. They do not get Wilkinson, but they do get Geis, giving him another chance in the league. And then Speaks as a potential backup. You know, not really super great, but could play a little bit of a hybrid type, so never hurts to have a guy like him. Saquon Barkley's name. We're going to say no, because I think you can get him for cheap sometimes. And even if you can't, you're going to sign him long-term anyway, so it is what it is. As far as the way we want this draft to go, we might actually trade up to 3. We get Grant Haley, who was released by the Giants in the past, Joe Hayden, Levi Wallace, and Gillikin. We definitely want Micah Parsons now. Before I was like, okay, if we don't get Micah, we'll go for certain probably, but now I'm pretty certain I want Parsons. Yep. Ooh, there's a chance. Let's see, what do the Broncos need? Like, this isn't a guarantee that they would take him. We put him at left outside linebacker because, he's not really a middle linebacker. It's such a risk because they're going to take him, and if they take him, the whole draft's ruined for us. But what would we need to give them to move up one spot? I mean, Justin Fields is still there. We could take Moses. We still do need a lineman anyway, linebacker anyways. You have Sam Cosmi. Oh, we're going to risk it. He's going to go. Whatever, dude. Damn it. I thought there was a chance that they wouldn't take him. And I was just simply wrong. Oh, no, man. Dylan Moses, early first. Is he worth an early first, though? We do have this Ben House guy who looks really solid. He's just a bit slow. We could use 2 coverage linebackers, so whether that guy's good or not. Yeah, we kind of sold. We should have just traded up. We could go Fields, but, bro, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to take Justin Fields. Screw it. 77 overall, Justin Fields. Apparently, we reached. He slid a little bit. I don't know if that has anything to do with Trey Lance. Maybe teams are waiting to see where they're going to go because there's not just 2 options anymore. But I think that was the best choice. It was the most realistic. It's Trey Lance right to the Steelers. I honestly think the Steelers just didn't expect us to draft him. Honestly, oh my God, the Cardinals with Patrick Surtain. Lord, oh Lord. And then the Dolphins with a really nice pick. Okay, I'm liking some of these draft picks here. I kind of want to trade up for Rannell Moore, but at the same time, do we really need him? Holland is still there. Don't really need him, though. I think we're just going to let it go. Screw it. Rannell Moore is great and all, but we just don't really need a wide receiver. We're going to have Golden Tate play in the number 3 spot since he's a little bit on the slower side now. James Kirkland. He looks pretty good. I don't know if we even get a single lineman. I have no idea if any of those guys are good. Put Kirkland on the list. Do we want to risk it? Moorhead. House is an early 3rd. Do we risk Kirkland? Do we even get a lineman? That's the thing. If we didn't get a tackle, I think we have to draft this guy and start him right out the gate. We did not get a lineman, so I think we're just going to take this guy straight up out of need. And then we're probably trading up to like mid-second for the linebacker. All right, James Kirkland it is. Please be good. He is. He's a starter. That's all I can tell you. All right, linebackers are going. We're going to the Chargers, who are still kind of maybe 50-50 on a linebacker themselves. We trade 68-82 and Smith for 43 from the Chargers. And hopefully this House guy's here. I swear I seen him in the last rebuild. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he just developed really well. But Ben House, he looks all right. You know, his 3-cone and his 20-yard shuttle are 10 times better than his 40-yard, but those skills are just too hard to pass on. And he is a steal. So 74 overall, hidden run stopper. Oh, he's got really good excel, decent agility. Catching sucks. Is he even a linebacker for coverage? I mean, we're desperate there, so I'm gonna put him there, but looks more of a pass rusher to me. I don't know. Don't really think we have an option but to put him in linebacker for coverage because we just don't have anybody. We have Otis Lawton, but after getting the DT we did Billings, I don't think we need him anymore. And then we do have a couple of faster wide receivers. Maybe these 2 guys. Kutcher looks better. That's probably who we're going to go for. I think we're actually going to trade the 4th-round pick for next year, and then hopefully we do have a 5th and a 6th. Ooh, we do not, so we'd have to trade down this year. But this trade is fair straight up, but we had to put Mayo in there just to make the trade accepted. And I suppose with this 5th-round pick, hopefully one of the wide receivers is there. Henry Freeman. Okay, DJ. Looks like DJ Khaled. I mean, if you look at these 2 guys, it's not even close. Brody Kutcher looks way better. So we're going to go Brody Kutcher, late 6th. Oh, 73 overall. Fast little white dude. It's like a Andy Isabella clone, but way better because you don't have to take him high. I mean, that's a win. That's an absolute win. The DT might be gone in the 6th round, but the kicker shouldn't be. Graham Gano needs to be replaced at some point, so why not this draft? DT is gone. We're going to take Connor Steffens. Looks pretty good. Fast as hell. 69 overall. Normal. Pretty accurate. You know, the kick power is kind of bad, but the accuracy's there. There's going to be someone saying, what does he mean? Kick power 89, accuracy 83. It's like, yeah, but like the average is like in the high 80s, low 90s for kickers. So, you know, I don't know. Keep forgetting we got the old quarterback himself. Should we just go for a fullback? James Beal it is. 70 overall. He actually looks pretty good. So, pretty complete draft. All right, looking at the draft recap. Like I said, I kind of like this class, so I don't want to look at the hiddens too much, but I suppose we drafted them. They're going to start. So there's, you know, some people might argue with some other rebuilds. Yeah, superstar, nice. Some other rebuilds where maybe you don't show it because, you know, there's a debate on who's going to start, but clearly Fields is going to start. And then obviously because House is hidden, we don't really have much better options at linebacker, whether he plays coverage or pass rush. So he's obviously going to start anyways, so there's no point in not showing it. And his development is... Oh! So this guy really... Whoever made this class really likes this Ben House guy, because he's a freaking X-Factor. Nice. I don't feel as bad about Parsons anymore, especially since our quarterback situation is dramatically better. I think number 7's a pretty common number for an athletic quarterback, so we'll just leave it. There's a lot of these hidden type of wide receivers. I mean, he's not great, but I mean, there's no reason not to add him to the team for basically minimum. There is a lot well, actually, to be fair, this is a user-created class, isn't it? I never really thought about that. It's user-created, so there's probably a lot of those types of players. But I think we have enough. All right, taking a look at the roster for year 2. Justin Fields, of course, the starting QB with Daniel Jones sitting behind. Look at his face. He's just not happy. Claxton. Which one was this? Claxton's a lot better than the first one. I really don't care too much about what their devs are unless, of course, there's a superstar in there, which I doubt there would be. There is not, unless the other guy was, but who cares? Looking at the offense, I mean, the tackle situation is kind of a meh. Lemino, it'll be like a 65, 66. Guards are decent. Left tackle's obviously set. Wide receiver Slayton had a really good year 1. And then hopefully we can build on that. And then Saquon, the starting running back yet again. Hopefully he stays healthy. And then look at the defensive side of things. Carter is the future at the pass rush position. Hopefully he plays a little bit better this year. Defense really didn't get much better, per position-wise, but we did get some decent upgrades, as you can see here with McKinney and some other guys with some major upgrade points. I mean, I would assume at least like a 7, maybe 8-win season, right? With a new quarterback specifically. All right, looking at re-signings. Okay, I'm going to give him a deal, but we have to give him more than that, right? Like, this is... I really don't want to... He's coming off of an injury. A 6-year 72 is probably a little low for a talent like him, but a big injury like that, you never know how he's going to return. So far, we're off to a kind of slow start, so we overpaid him, but not in terms of real life. Kevin Zeitler will re-sign him if he's willing to stay that level of talent. As far as Jabril Peppers goes, a 5-year deal for him. Joe Hayden, no. Will Hernandez, yes. Give him a 5-year deal as well. What else do we have? Lorenzo Carter, a little expensive for a guy that didn't really perform. He just has a lot of upside, but a 5-year 45, it could have been a lot more expensive. Graham Gano, we're going to let him go. Let him go. I'm sorry. 2 wide receivers that are hidden. I know it's probably eating at you guys that I didn't show you guys this guy's development. We'll show you in a second. Relax. Number 80, Victor Cruz. How are you? Star development. Don't worry about it. Headed to playoffs, a huge comeback on the season, but is it enough? It is too little, too late. We go 8-8 here. Could have had a chance at 9-7, which might have been enough to take the Giants spot. The Cowboys spot. Maybe now we did lose that first game. Could see a bunch of losses there, and then we won 4 in a row and then lost the last game. So unfortunately, we go 8-8. Like we said, 7, maybe 8 wins. Not a bad season though. Justin Fields already better on his first season than Daniel Jones in either of his first 2. Definitely a lot of upside with that guy. Of course, it probably helps having Saquon this season, who had a pretty damn good year. Darius Slayton crushed it. Hopefully, superstar development. Maybe Sterling Shepard's season is next year. Maybe it's Evan Ingram. I don't know. Not bad receiving numbers at all. O-line actually played pretty damn well. As far as sack totals, any good numbers? Yikes. Glad we paid Lorenzo Carter. Yikes, man. Graham Gano blocked twice. No, maybe we got an award win. Let's take a look if maybe Fields won Rookie of the Year or something like that. Cam Newton, League MVP. Going to the NFC side, Justin Fields, the MVP of the offensive rookies. And then Ben House, Rookie of the Year for the defensive side. Slayton, best wide receiver. So definitely a way better season. James Bradbury, number 2 for DBs. Definitely a way better season. 8-8 obviously is a huge improvement from having, the best pick in, one of the best picks in the league to, middle of the pack. Definitely showing improvement here, but it's really going to come down to getting a nice key free agent because we have a decent bit of money to spend, and we might even be able to get something out of Daniel Jones. The Saints win the Super Bowl over the Ravens. Zeitler appears to still be here. I'm willing to pay him the deal. 83 overall is not bad at all. I'll pay it. Going to test free agency. How much is it? 14 mil. I guess we have no choice. As far as BJ Hill, he's not a bad player, but we don't really need him, and he's just mainly a block shedding type of player. These wide receivers are decent, but I just don't want to pay them 3.5 mil per year to not even play. And then as far as Golden Tate goes, can we get rid of Golden Tate yet? We can, because he retired. I'll take it. I like Golden Tate a lot in real life, but as far as, Madden goes, he's not really a long-term option. So we have 63 mil with, I don't really know what position's the biggest need. Corner would be a big position. Once again, I just don't like signing Jair because I just don't think there's really a chance in the real world that ever happens. McGlinchey, I could see because the Niners don't have the best cap situation going forward. Van Der Esch, not the best cap situation. Gallup, not the best cap situation. There's a lot of names here that definitely could be gone just because of the money around that team. Stephon Gilmore is a 1-year 20. This is a guy that I would highly, doubt the Patriots will let go. But, 31 years old, on the older side. Who knows how he'll be playing in the future for the Patriots. I think McGlinchey or Braden Smith would be great to sign. Braden's a little bit easier to get. I don't know what the situation is for the Colts money-wise, but I'm willing to pay a lot of money for this Braden Smith fella. As far as Harold Landry goes, the Titans not willing to spend that kind of money. Zimenez, it looks like, went up in development. So, our pass rush situation isn't perfect, but it looks pretty good. Hell, are we going to sign Brian O'Neill as well? Spend some money on this O-line. We've got a window at Fields on a rookie deal, so if we can get some of these guys, might be able to make it all happen, very soon. Massive wins. Braden Smith, the starting tackle. Gilmore, the starting cornerback. Blake Cashman might start for Blake Martinez. A backup DT. A star development left guard who's 22. We paid him a lot of money. And then O'Neal did reject, but still really big wins. Tons of wins there. As far as looking what we actually need, I can't even tell. Maybe a guard to replace Zeitler in the future. But Shelton could play right guard, and then we just need a center. Something like that. Looking at the receiving options, Slayton, of course, is superstar like we expected. Super talented guy. Sterling Shepard. He's 29 already. That is so strange to me. It just feels like he's way too old here. But, okay, maybe wide receivers on the list. Cornerback is the number one need. D-line, obviously, we can make an upgrade there, but corner is the number one thing for sure. Zimenez, like we said, he got to star development, needs a contract. Do we give him one? I don't know. We'll find out. Safeties are fine. Everything is looking good. Just need younger corners, maybe a linebacker, maybe a D-lineman, and then probably a lineman. There's a lot of positions there, but none we really necessarily need. Probably going to go with a wide receiver in round 1 if there's someone there for us. We have pick 17. Okay. Oh, we got Alakun. We got Sherman back, that star development guy, and then B.J. Hill. Aluokan is a huge win because he is superstar development. We paid him for a 3-year deal, in fairness, but total win because obviously he'll be the new number 2 middle linebacker. This team is tremendously talented now. This could be a nifty little 3-year rebuild. We're going to move this pick to around 12 or 13, and if our wide receiver is there, we're going to take him. We don't probably need a wide receiver just yet, but I kind of want Sterling Shepard to just be the career slot guy, especially since he's already 29. I don't really think he's going to progress too much more than what he's already at. And the wide receiver should hopefully be there. He is. Do we risk it a little more? Okay, that was a really good pick by the Eagles. Let's take a look at all the wide receivers available. You have Kenya Lewis, but then you also have, this is our guy, Lowell, who, he's not the greatest in skills, but good catching across the board, and then fast, 6 foot tall, 22. I think he's totally worth it. So let's go and move up to the Colts. We trade pick 17, 81, and Lemonu for pick 13 from the Colts. We obviously know they need a lineman because they just lost their right tackle there. They're dropping line left and right. We're sorry we stole them. Stole your left tackle. Rannell Lowell, potentially our new number 2 wide receiver. Is he worth it? Oh, he is 100% worth it. A 77 overall hidden. I do know that the wide receivers are tend to be the highest overall guys that you can draft in rookie drafts. I don't know how good he's going to be, but 95 speed, 96 agility. He looks like I wouldn't say Hall of Famer, but franchise wide receiver at least. Pick 49, 113, and Pert for 33 from the Broncos, which will be used on a center to either fill the center role or the guard role once Zeitler is gone. So Roger Woods. I'm thinking of that Rams trade that everyone was so mad about. Mid-second round pick, mid-first round talent. Top skills are insane, super strong. Looks like an absolute stud. And, I mean, he is, but no hidden, which means he's locked in and normal for life. But really good talent, so, I mean, there's not really much you can do. It's just the way of Madden. And we did trade up quite a bit. So we don't really have much more we can take. Not that we really had anything we needed anyways. There is a tight end here. Don't really need a tight end necessarily, but he looked all right. And then you have this guy, kind of raw. We'll go to the 4th round if he's there. Maybe take him just in case Jimenez's contract's a little too high. I mean, you can't afford everyone, especially with kind of money we're throwing around in free agency. So definitely. Actually, we could maybe trade. Who needs a QB? The Jets, the Bears. The Bears would go for Daniel Jones, I think. I'm going to see how much it costs to release him, though. So you lose $7 million with Daniel Jones. However, $7 million to gain a 3rd-round pick that could, you know... I like the trade. Give us a 3rd and like a next year 3rd. I don't know if that's actually fair, but if they take it, I'll go for it. Well, I guess you're going to get any more. Daniel Jones for pick 76 straight up. Question is, are we going to trade this down, or are we going to actually take that pass rusher? He's a bit of an iffy to me. Oh, I didn't even check if there was any corners. I think the first 2 rounds weren't great at corner. Let's take a look. And we didn't scout this guy. Ooh, I'm going to put him on the list. It's either going to be this Ricky Smith, who skipped the combine, or Keontae Hankins, who is just... He's kind of iffy. What about the DT, actually? Daryl Hayward. That guy looks pretty decent, too, though. We need corner kind of badly. Do we just risk it? Whatever, it's a 3rd-round pick. We're going to risk it. And he is a very low... Okay, his speed is actually pretty decent. I mean, he's a low overall, but he is hidden. So I guess that's a win, right? That's a win. Took $7 million cap hit loss, but it's a win. I mean, we don't really need wide receiver anymore, but this guy's too good to pass up in the 5th round. And another 73 overall fast wide receiver. These kind of guys are never going to last that long in a user league, but they will here because it's not a user league. We get a 4th-round pick off of, was it the Bears? I think it was the Bears for 5th, 6th, and 7th. There's really just not much talent we need there, and I don't really like anyone in the back end of the draft. So we landed, 2 hidden development guys. Lowell, who's automatically going to start, wearing number 11, 6 foot tall. He's a little too short for number 11, I feel. Only star development, but obviously starting with an insane platform. I guess he's going to be wearing number 11. What about something else? 19? Yeah, I like 19. It's all right. And then the cornerback, hidden development. I mean, I don't expect much more than star development. Also, change that number. 40 is terrible for corners. Star, yeah. I mean, maybe 41 you get away with. 23, fair enough. All right, we have our roster for Season 3, and it looks really solid, of course. 2 overall upgrades for Fields. Got a couple upgrades across the board. Lowell already has 2 upgrades from preseason, because obviously we're at the week 1 point now. The team looks solid, and obviously the defense is vastly improved with guys like Oluokun. Of course, Jimenez upgraded to star development. Gilmore is a massive upgrade at cornerback. And then, yeah, I mean, that's about that. This is a very solid team, and if they don't at least make the playoffs, whether they win a game or not, that would be very surprising, but it is EA, so very surprising is basically the average around this game. So the re-signing period, Darius Slayton is obviously the number 1 wide receiver around here. I'm not going to sign him like Odell and then trade him like some weirdo. We're going to keep him as the starter. As far as re-signings, I mean, there's not much we need to do. Jimenez isn't asking for much. We might actually give him that 4-year. Dexter Lawrence, I'm going to give him a 6-year deal, lock that in place. I mean, we have the cornerstone pieces of the team, and we have lots of money left over. If Gilmore wants to stay even close to that, you know what? We're just going to sign him now. He's not going to retire. Even if he drops to a 93, he's worth $19 million a year. I don't care. We got him for another year at least. Zeitler, we have a replacement for him. Bradbury, we have a replacement for him. Love, we should really try to trade, but I think we might have passed the deadline. Jimenez, definitely going to be signing him. And then, oh no, we didn't pass it because you can see negotiate week 9. So Zimenez will be the re-sign, and we're going to trade Love off. I think this is kind of a steal for the Dolphins. Love, who's only 25 for a 4th-round pick, that's a steal. All right, head to the playoffs. Kind of a shaky season. We started getting it going, and did we made the playoffs at 9-7 only. I'm glad we made the playoffs, don't get me wrong, but 9-7 with this roster. Fields was decent. Saquon Barkley, decent. Receiving, Lowell was really solid. Slayton was solid, just touchdowns were lacking. Evan Ingram was pretty decent. Offensive line, I don't understand the point of having high overall linemen for Sim. Sack totals, once again, Lorenzo Carter's not great, but 6.5. He's been playing so poorly. Alu Oken, 5 picks. Nice season there. Kicking the rookie or the youngster. Not super great there, but like we said, we get a freaking playoff berth going against the 8-8 Panthers. Talk about 2 teams that just do not belong here. We are at 90. Well, 2 names, because of course the Giants here were actually really solid, but basing it off of the names, maybe not deserved technically. All right, going to the end of the game. Come on, New York. You can at least win this one. This should be honestly a walk in the park for this team. Like, they shouldn't even come close to beating us. Yet here they are with a potential lead at half. They do not get it, but we're not winning by much. We're winning by 8 now, up by 5. Come on, points. Thank you. Whether we win or lose this game, it doesn't matter. Because if this is the way we're playing against the Panthers, who are 8-8, don't belong here at all, there's no chance for us to win the Super Bowl. Teddy Bridgewater put up 400 yards against us. He outperformed Fields. That's great news. I'm glad to hear. The team just did not play well. Lowell did. Obviously some people can play well, but like the defense for sack totals, Jesus. But overall, the offense was just poor. 23 points isn't bad for, allowing from the Panthers, considering the offense was just terrible. But hey, we did win. Like we said, probably not a Super Bowl trip, but at least we got a win. Definitely not a Super Bowl trip going against the Cowboys. We're a higher overall, though. I don't know if it's just because we're younger and we could dev faster that way, but I don't know. We're a higher overall. That should mean something. It won't, but it should. Oh, I love that stadium. I ain't even going to lie. I didn't really see a whole lot of the Las Vegas stadium. I still think Dallas Stadium looks better than the new Las Vegas Stadium. I'm sorry. I didn't really get to see a whole lot. I like the inside was kind of decent, but the Cowboys Stadium was it's just so good. It's just so good. Is it still the most expensive stadium? I don't even know. I might actually have to take a look at the stadiums. Maybe do a tier list ranking video for stadiums. That'd be kind of cool. Going to the 4th quarter, barely leading at this point. Yikes. There's no way. We didn't go to overtime. Did we miss the field goal, or did we just not have a chance? Offense does it. Making it look way too close there. But how the hell did we win this? Is this going to be a successful rebuild already? Is the Giants rebuild actually not that hard? Okay, I'll take it, but interesting. Obviously, we still have another game, and then even if we win that game, we have to go against the Super Bowl team, but still. To win against the Cowboys is a huge, huge feat in Sim. You might as well be facing God himself in, Mortal Kombat. Real life, not even the game. Hey, we got a home game going against the Bears. They're only an 85 overall. Their defense is solid, though. And for whatever reason, the Bears' offense gets glitched and does well. So this is going to be the team we're going to lose to, huh? I cannot wait. Oh, a snow game. That looks cool. I'm actually going to watch the intro. Oh, fireworks in the snow? I didn't even know that's possible. Fireworks need heat, don't they? I guess you could probably have heat in the cold. I don't know. Do they do fireworks in the snow? I feel like they don't. It looks really cool. I like it. But yeah. Oh, please. Rams League, Washington, whatever it is, we got to get some snow games. Unfortunately, we have a dome team, so if we want any playoff games at the Rams to be snowy, we can't have a bye week, not a bye week, but a home field advantage, which don't worry, we won't have much of that. But here we are, going against the Chicago Bears, kind of in their element. I guess, to be fair, New York plays a lot of cold, wintry games as well, so we should be set. Both teams should be ready for this. And is that our ball first? Whatever happened, whoever had the ball did nothing with it. What a game. What a game. 7 points in the whole first quarter. Gotta love this matchup. Hey, if it stays like this, I'm fine with it, because obviously that means we win and go on to the Super Bowl. Second half, New York. Is this going to be a shutout? I do not remember a single rebuild where we have ever had a shutout. This might be the first time. I think this is the first time. Of course, it's Chicago as well. Good old Chicago. Always getting shut out. Daniel Jones, I forgot about him. Daniel Jones got shut out against his former team. Suck one, nerd. Field just keeps throwing picks. I don't like it. But Daniel Jones loses to his former team in a shutout fashion. That is unfortunate. That is so sucky. Absolutely fleeced. I like the way the defense is in the playoffs. They get sacks left and right. Mason Crosby missed 2 kicks. 1 was blocked. Doing it for the team. Doing it for his home team, the Packers. Not really his home team, but obviously when you play your whole career somewhere, as old as he is, they kind of become your home team, right? You know? Going to the Pro Bowl, obviously we don't really care because it's all about the Super Bowl here. Ooh, the Chiefs. You're not forcing a shutout against the Chiefs. I need to see some better play. Looking at who would be an upgraded player. Lowell? Lowell did not go up in development. Could have, but he didn't. Defensively, Aluokin. What a pickup. I mean, he's 27. He's not going to develop much, as you can see, but X Factor, what a pickup indeed. Everyone else, though, no dev-ups. Still a really solid roster. Looking at probably like a 91 overall once we upgrade. Maybe not 91, but 90 still. It's pretty damn good. Of course, can show you guys that we did not cheat. We have to play the freaking Chiefs, though. Oh, Lord. This is such a magical run. This is how the Giants get their Super Bowls done. You don't expect them, and then out of nowhere, they just do it. They just do it to you. Come on, New York. Starting out strong are the Chiefs. We come back with a touchdown of our own. Defense holds. Both defenses hold. I don't like big play touchdowns, but I do like... Oh, we're down by 3. I was about to say, I do like the fact that we're leading into half. Up by 4. Come on, New York. This is a tough challenge. I get it. I get it. Oh, it's going to be tied up. That is not smart. We hold. Are you serious? Are you serious? And then he shanks the punt. I got to come on. I got to watch this. This is disgusting behavior. What in the world is this team doing? I am invested. I don't give a damn. I'll actually pass rush too. It's not going to help because it's going against Schwartz, but we did kind of get a pressure on him. Someone want to step up? Is they going to call a timeout? Oh no, overtime. That sucks. Or did they call a timeout right away? Oh, it's 4th down. Okay. I did not know it was 4th down there. Do it. Block him. Damn it. Well, overtime. Unless Fields throws a pick 6 here. Yeah, I don't think so, Connor. I'm just going to be honest. I like the enthusiasm, but it's just not going to happen. Please, no defense. You got to make a stop here. They do. I think this is our ball, right? Come on, offense. Oh, this is so bad. Defenses are working it. That's going to be the game. The Giants win the Super Bowl in a really good matchup, too. 30-27 over the Kansas City Chiefs. This was surprisingly quick. I think having those cornerstone offensive players... Well, I mean, you don't have to draft a left tackle. You don't have to draft a left guard. Hell, I didn't even really need to draft a right guard. You have the tight end set. You have the number 1 and 2 wide receiver set. We just went for Lowell just because we got greedy. Could have just kept Shepard there. Got Barkley. That's set. Daniel Jones didn't work out for us, so luckily Fields dropped to 4. And obviously on defense, we had a couple of cornerstone pieces. The free safety, strong safety, completely set. The D-line, we didn't really get anyone new. And then the outside linebackers, they kind of developed on their own, which was a bit of a surprise. That is very rare for us to see pass rushers, especially as badly as they played, to get star development upgrades, which was really strange. But where's the podium? Oh, they just dragged it out of there in that 3-second camera cut. Nice. And then, of course, House was a huge draft pick. This was a textbook unexpected success. Not that we didn't deserve this Super Bowl win, but to actually get the wins is surprising. It is very surprising because we've seen it plenty of times where we have an even better team and they don't get there. Fields finally didn't throw a pick, which might have been the difference between winning and losing this game. Very close one between the two. Geis with a touchdown out of nowhere. Barkley was great. Clyde Edwards-Helaire still has some years left in him. obviously, and still some time to go to really become that number one. And Tyreek Hill, holy crap. Darius Slayton was solid. Ingram outperformed Kelsey by a little bit. This was just a close game across the board. It really was. Frank Clark went off. We had like no pass rush. Did we only have a half? No, it was a 1. I thought we had a half. I was like, how the hell did we have a half? Doesn't make any sense. Both kickers were perfect. I mean, this was just a clean game, and we just barely won, simply put. But yeah, I mean, I suppose that's really it. You know, you can't really get much better than winning the Super Bowl. We'll take a quick look at what the team looks like. So 90 overall, 93-0, 88 defense. Justin Fields, 92 overall right now, entering his third year in the league. Absolutely insane looking. Let's take a look at what Saquon looks like. Didn't really play super well, but, you know, can't really ask for too much more out of number one. He just, you know, played like a true number one. Defensively, House, I mean, I guess he was a decent part of this. I suppose really the big, oh my lord, the really big story was kind of McKinney getting superstar development on the very first season. That was clutch, because obviously these safeties are a top-tier tandem together there. Lorenzo Carter, 86 overall. Of course, probably not going to upgrade much more than that, but I mean, solid. He's a solid player, 27, looks decent. Yeah, corner was a little bit rough, but once we got Gilmore, that was kind of a GG for the league. We just did it. We just did the thing, simply put. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, maybe leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Once again, twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. Later today, we'll have a stream. I keep saying rebuild, but it's not. No, it's not. It's going to be a stream of Washington and then some other secondary non-Madden game or games. Maybe a rebuild. I mean, who knows? It depends on what you guys want to see. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for teams you want to see next, challenges, I know we got to get to that trade block only, which it's going to be annoying, but we'll get to it at some point. Let me know in the comment section below. And that's pretty much it for today. We had 2 videos on the main channel yesterday with a second channel upload of Left 4 Dead 2. And then tomorrow we'll have at least Washington franchise, which will be the recorded and edited version from the stream tonight. Unless we do a rebuild, then I'll do it on my own. Maybe a different video, an experiment video. I'm not sure, but it is football Sunday, so kind of want to keep it light on Sundays. Anyways, enough of this. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and maybe join me later today. Regardless, though, hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!